Hello, welcome to today's immigration tidbit. Okay, so you also put some further explanations how your uncle was on a B-2 and he came back and so forth. A couple things. Your uncle going there and coming back doesn't really help with the current B-2 situation. I mean, certainly it shows he didn't overstay, but you have to understand first of all that the law is that the person coming to the U.S. intends to stay here the rest of their life and not come back, and they have to prove that assumption differently. Now, there are certain people that are more difficult to get, approved for the B-2 than others. One would be elderly women, okay? Because a lot of times the elderly woman doesn't have a job, doesn't own assets, is a widow or unmarried, and doesn't have any job to come back to, and has U.S. citizen children who can petition. So the first thing I would need to know is whether your mother is a U.S. citizen or whether your mother's a lawful permanent resident. If that is the case, if she's a U.S. citizen, there's very little chance your grandmother will be able to get a B-2 to come here because they know for a fact that the moment that she steps one foot inside the U.S., your mother, a U.S. citizen, can petition her for lawful permanent residency. Now, let's say your mother is neither a lawful permanent resident or a U.S. citizen. That certainly is helpful to your grandma getting the B-2. You would also have to show, I don't know if your grandma is a widow or unmarried, but if she is married, certainly show all the evidence that her husband remains in Mexico. And if she has a house, show assets. If she has a lot of funds and money, show all of those all inside Mexico. But assuming that's not the case, and assuming that your mother is a U.S. citizen, you just need to get down to business and have your mother petition her. She doesn't have to live here. She only needs to come here 2, 3 times a year, and she can still have the green card. That might be the better way to go, if depending on the facts of your particular case. Okay.